Shyam.
Hi,
Thanks for being here.
my pleasure.
Shyam comes from 16 years of HR background, 10 years with Tata. Shyam, would you like to share something about your journey being head of HR and how you started with facilitation in the group?
Thanks, Jane, for the invitation, and it's my pleasure to be here. If I reflect back, my journey on the facilitation went back in the year 2011 when I went and was part of the IAF Asia conference at Bangalore. We had about 100 odd participants, out of which 80 were from the global community, global facilitators. And that's where I really experienced the power of facilitation. And when I went to the session, I felt I knew everything about facilitation. And when I came out of the session, I realized what I didn't know about facilitation. And since 2011 has been my exciting journey, till date I'm learning about facilitation. It's not that I've got all the skills and knowledge. It's a lifelong learning process, but it has made my life very easy, very enriching, and very meaningful.
You said the journey has been easy using facilitation. Is it impacting positively the organization as well?
Of course, while the journey has been easy, it has had its own ups and downs. When you talk about the impact of the organization, the biggest impact is how well can you engage your participants, how well can you really make your organization productive, how well can you get the collective wisdom of the participants, how well can you get the ownership of what has been spoken about. To give an example, many a times in the organization at the strategy level we talk about vision and values. I see a bigger role using facilitation process, whether it is shared vision or vision shared with the top team.
So any organization which is looking for change in the culture, facilitation can be a helpful tool for them?
Of course, facilitation starts at the very basic premise saying that you can facilitate anything. You can facilitate even meetings, you can facilitate even ordinary conversations, you can even facilitate conflicts at workplace, decisions, creativity, innovation, simple things like induction at an organization. We induct a lot of Gen Y people, and the attention span is very difficult if you keep running PowerPoints and slides and everything and keep talking about the organization. Go and ask them after one day or after even 1 hour what was the retention of what was spoken earlier. Hardly you will find any retention levels. So facilitation can be used at many ways in many occasions, provided the facilitator is well aware about the processes that he's going to use, because his only currency is process. So you could actually use it in change management, you could use it in conflicts, you could use it in team building, you could use it for employee engagement. I see immense potential where you could use it at any given space, whether you can also drive it in large scale interactive process as well.
So, understanding from what you said, it's about change in culture, change in the processes. Does it have any positive impact on you as an individual level?
When you see your participants really going happy with a real happy smiley faces, and when you really sense that the desired outcome of the entire process has really been met and your client is very happy with the outcome of it, and if the participants or if the learners feel that this was the process which really made them 100% mindful of the learning of here and now, I think as a facilitator you feel very immensely satisfied with the outcome. Because you are the hero of the entire event, but you are always playing a backside role. You are not in the front side role. The hero is actually the participants. The heroines are actually out in the participants. And you feel tremendously satisfied. It gives an immense joy. And that is what has really kicked me into the facilitation community, wherein the community is very vibrant. It's open to share. It's a wonderful community wherein you get to know a lot of things that's happening across the globe. And participants also look forward to the next processes every time when they come to this kind of sessions. The sticky walls, getting up and down, doing some activities, speaking out the mind, where in normal courses participants may or may not get to speak, maybe because they're being introvert, or maybe there's someone else as dominant as a boss or subordinate or a peer. So how using facilitation process you get to know all sorts of people in the room and make sure that collectively they drive your desired outcomes.
Wonderful. I have been to a few facilitation events, and before training, participants are like, we have to go there. That's a kind of approach. But what I have observed with facilitation, everybody is just wanting to go, be part of the learning process, and facilitation is kind of owned by them.
Yeah.
So, what different things you would like to do using facilitation, say for the corporate community?
Well, I would definitely like to first throw out the PowerPoints.
Okay.
Because I personally believe power corrupts and PowerPoint absolutely corrupts. So if we can get away as much as possible from the PowerPoint and make it much more meaningful by here and now, using the participants' mind and collectively working on their experience and what they have to share, I think the ownership is very high. You bring in a lot of participative and collaborative environment. That's what we at corporates always look for. How you can make a meaningful participative and collaborative environment, and facilitation plays a major role in that. Ultimately, the ownership of the action plans and of the entire process lies with the team. So whether you are a trainer, you are a coach, or your mentor, or your facilitator, your buddy, at the end of the day, they need to own it and they need to execute that. I see as a facilitator, the chances of they owning it and executing it and winning it is 100% high, because it's co-created together. It's just not taught one way. Communities, corporates can definitely use it, say for induction processes. They can use it for their employee engagement processes. They can use it in their reviews and brainstorms. Many a times I see the board meeting gets board meetings. You can actually use it over there. Any sort of conflicts in the projects, any sort of suppose you want to venture into new businesses, new markets, new products, you can use facilitations over there. How can you create an ideative culture? You can use facilitative over there. Design thinking, you can use facilitation process over there. So there is immense scope. You name it, you can use facilitation over there.
That's a wide scope, really wide scope. How have been your journey being a CPF? Because you're one of the very new CPF that we have in India.
Yeah.
So would you like to share something to us on your journey?
Okay, CPF journey has been extremely rewarding, I would say. When I went into the IAF world in the year 2011, I had made a decision that I would definitely take this CPF. And since then has been my journey of getting into the CPF. We recently got CPF in August in India. The entire process is so rigorous, and it makes you really feel to do more and more, better and better, because it's not a process where you could get away with small mistakes or small errors. So right from the day the go till the last moment, you're always breathless. You're always anticipating now what next, and 8 eyes watching you is not an easy job, so it's tougher than Big Boss kind of stuff, where they are really looking at you and evaluating you and your every actions. 75 competencies evaluation is not an easy job, and they actually evaluate you on all those competencies, giving evidences where they saw, where they could have improved and all that kind of stuff. And it actually helped me to become much more better at work in which I am doing, because now I can appreciate how do I need to do a certain task with certain set of competencies that I've been able to. And it's a learning process, it's a learning journey, because every time one of the competencies of facilitator is how open are you in terms of agile, and are you learning after every session. So constantly we keep asking ourselves, we keep debating with ourselves, what different I could have done that, what else could I have done that, whether my preparations were adequate, whether the client is satisfied with the outcome. So it has been a very enriching experience, and I would certainly encourage all corporates, chieftains, or whoever is there listening to this would definitely to get into CPF, because as a community, as a country, we have immense scope for getting into facilitation. You look at a country like Singapore, where they are today. I see India has immense potential. When Mr. Prime Minister talks about Make in India and all that stuff, I think facilitator as a community has immense scope to work with the governments and set up and make a bigger Singapore, if not smaller.
Yes. Shyam, thanks for sharing wonderful insights about facilitation. Before we end this interview, would you like to share something that you recently implemented in your company?
Okay. Well, just 2 days back we had an induction program, and one of my team members who is part of the process owner for driving this induction, she saw this process in the recently IAF Asia conference. So very quickly I will share the process. We had about 30 odd participants in the batch, and as you know, all are Gen Y and young people. So the induction was for 3 days. They all were formed into respective home groups, and the home groups this time the difference that we made was it was all of department names. So there was a home group of say engineering department, there was a home group of HR, there was a home group of finance, home group of technology, and the participants were told that over a period of 3 days you need to go and talk to those people in the department, interact with them, and try to get as much as possible details about what are their functions about, what are the challenges that they face, what are some of the achievements that they have, and what has been your learnings from the functioning of those departments. Secondly, when these departments come and talk about the processes, about their functions, you take down notes, you interact and you ask questions, you take down notes, and towards the end of the last day, you need to prepare a kind of a collage in a sheets and go and present it. And while presenting it, the respective department head also is present over there and to see what is being getting presented. So believe me, this was done for the first time, and I could really see the power of the group. Someone who sits in a software department is able to appreciate what a mechanical engineer does, or someone who is in an engineering department is able to understand what an admin department does. Because we normally look at it from a different perspective. Now they have to go and be into their shoes and understand, talk to them, and they also get empathetic, sympathetic, and they are able to appreciate and embrace the differences. And it really brought in a wonderful perspective of collective learning. So it was like a treasure hunt with a different variants, and together everyone brought a collective piece putting across a maze, and it was a wonderful learning. And then the participants were also asked to sing a song dedicated to the department based on what they saw. It was also an element of fun, joy, and we really enjoyed. I mean, the participants didn't want to end the induction program, so that was the power of facilitation I could see. They experienced the process of different departments by interacting and going forward. So the wall has been broken. Now they can be much more comfortable interacting with those guys. Also, we have used Textra to understand the business model of the company, and also to understand how the defense industry has evolved over a period of time. So the participants become very familiar with some of the terminologies which a newcomer definitely doesn't understand on day one. So using this Textra process, the participants are much more familiar with the business model, the business process, some frequent used terminologies, so that they can also feel that they are not 1 day old, they are at least in the system for about 2-3 years old. So this has been a great success, and we wish to do this going forward.
Thank you, Shyam, for being with us, sharing your knowledge, sharing your experience being with facilitation. I'm sure others would be inspired, and let's hope to bring the change in the corporate structure by introducing facilitation, involving a lot of people into the process. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, my pleasure. Thank you so much.